Well, greetings folks, hope you're all keeping well. This YouTube video is going to be a little different than most. I've been on YouTube for nearly 2 years now and I've filmed over 250 long form and short form videos. I thought we could just sit back and take a look at 7 of the cutest primates that I've ever filmed to date. These are spider monkeys. I find them fascinating. At age only a couple of months, he can use his hands, feet and tail for climbing. His tail of course is prehensile, so you can use that for grabbing onto things and swinging. I couldn't find a definitive number on how many of these beautiful guys are left in the wild, but they are classed as critically endangered, and every bird is a celebration. So please stick around to the end of the video, and I'll show you the most beautiful little bundle of joy that I've ever shot. And I think personally it's the best footage I've ever got. These guys and ladies are one of the coolest primates I've ever filmed. This was actually shot down in Bodo Wildlife Park in Cork 2 years ago. And by the way, if you'd like me to do a full walkthrough of the park, let me know in the comments and I'll get it done. It was my first trip I took outside of Dublin for the channel, but boy was it worth it. I filmed these primates on my wife's digital camera and got some great footage, if I do say so myself. Next up in today's video, we've got the white-crowned Mangabey. I really do find it fascinating that monkeys such as the Mangabey, or any of them, can be so agile at such a young age. I really do feel from birth these guys live their best lives and their fullest lives. This was shot in Dublin Zoo earlier on this year, and it was shot in January, so it was only last month. So if you just want to go up and actually see them, you'll still see them at this size. I really do find it fascinating, and it's such lovely to see the bond created between a mother and a baby, the way she grooms him and he finds it comforting. Oh look, here's Big Brother. The two of them are going to start fighting and wrestling, but the mother's always there just to make sure that the things don't get too rough. It's so beautiful, and it's a privilege to actually look at these guys, even though sadly they are in their enclosure. But I'd rather them be in the wild, shooting them in the wild, but we have to try and do the best we can. And there he goes. Next up on today's video, we've got Canon, the western lowland gorilla. He really is just a miniature version of a silverback. He's gonna grow so big. This is Canon, as I said. He's a western lowland gorilla and he's only a year old. This is the first primate in this video that was filmed outside of the Republic of Ireland. It was filmed in Belfast Zoo last year in 2023. My first video ever in Belfast Zoo, and it was a great experience. It was the first time in Belfast Zoo, and I will be going back this year. I know it's a bit of a stereotype that monkeys, or in Canon's case, an ape likes bananas. But the diet of most primates is made up of somewhat of fruit, and bananas are really sweet, so they eat them in the wild if they came across them, so it's a bit of truth behind the stereotype. Sadly, there's an estimated 370,000 gorillas left in the wild, and the vast majority of this number is made up of Canon and his kind. In my opinion, it's amazing how closely related we are to gorillas and how alike they are to us. Even the way he holds his hands and eats his bananas, so fascinating to me. Well folks, if you're enjoying this video, can you do me the honour of hitting that subscribe button? It's completely free, and if you like this video, as I said, hit the like button as well. Next up, Sumatran baby orangutan emerging from a cocoon. Probably the smartest of all the wild apes. These guys are so cool. This is the first time in the video that we actually leave the island of Ireland and move to England, Chester Zoo to be precise. We spent 2 full days in a zoo, and this little beauty was the last thing that I actually filmed before we had to run for a bus. Let me explain. The park normally closes at 6:30, and the last bus actually leaves in around 6 o'clock, if I'm remembering correctly. And the first day we did the front of the park, and then the second day we were up the back of the park filming the Sumatran tigers and their cubs. Fun fact, the male dash was actually born in Bodo Wildlife Park in Ireland, but was brought over to mate with the female. But at about 5:15 we had finished filming the tigers and we had to move quickly But on our way back, I seen a sack in the middle of the field, and when I looked, it said Sumatran Orangutans. So I set up my camera for a sec, and out pops this precious little thing, a little orange ball of fur. And if you look closely, her sister's actually hiding still in the sack. But Siska, that's her name now, as I've just done a bit of research, only woke up and is hungry for leaves. Next up, and staying at Chester Zoo, back on day 1, we actually have the Western chimpanzees. We can see the whole troop protecting the precious little cargo. Only born on December the 9th, 2022. The mother is easy. She gave birth to a rare baby boy after 8 months of pregnancy, so we'll not let him out of our sight. Now, we take a trip all the way over to the Canary Islands. Leave Britain and travel all the way to Tenerife and Las Cristianas, and to a little park called Monkey Park, where this little black tuffed marmoset lives with his burdens. They're actually smaller than squirrels, and he's going to be even smaller. We were watching Men in Black the night before. We were looking at this little guy with big ears and big eyes. He actually does look like an alien, but he's so tiny and cute. And in the same family as monkeys, but thankfully the black tuffed marmoset are actually of least concern according to the IUCN. They're native to the jungles of Brazil and South America. He really does like to stick closely to his mummy. Next up in today's video, as promised earlier on in the video, I said I'd bring you some amazing footage. This is personally what I think is the best footage I've actually ever shot. We're sticking in the Canary Islands. We're just hopping an island over to Gran Canaria and over to, I'm going to butcher this name, Primate Park. This is the second footage, or second film I actually filmed on that are given. The last one was in Jungle Park in Tenerife, but this one is in Palmito Park on Gran Canaria. We were so lucky to actually get this. As you can see here, this little baby, he's actually only 2 days old. So we were walking around the park and we came across a large gibbon, and the last video did successfully, so I'll do some more filming on the large gibbon. But as we were just standing there and we were filming them and the guys were jumping around and wherever else, we overheard the caretaker turn around and saying that the female large gibbon just gave birth 2 days ago, and as you can see, the mark of the birth is actually still on her. But I was running around like a headless chicken, trying to film, not knowing that the camera had already picked up all this amazing footage. I was going around with my digital camera and also with my mobile phone trying to get some footage of these guys, and especially of the baby. But as you can see here, it's the way the mother is picking her up and actually inspecting the baby that I actually did get some amazing footage. But folks, listen, thank you so much for those of you stuck around till the end. I hope I fulfilled my promise in showing you some amazing footage of babies, especially with this little guy. If you like this video, you might like Google's next recommendation. I'm going to put up a playlist of all the primates. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.